My name's Leigh Blashki and I'm from Australia. I've been practicing yoga now for 47 years. I took some Ayurvedic training and was an Ayurvedic practitioner for some of those years, and I started teaching yoga in 1977, so I've been teaching yoga for over 35 years. Yoga therapy and Ayurveda are, of course, like two sides of one coin. And one time you look at one side of the coin, another time you look at the other side of the coin. So it was always an underpinning of the yoga therapy that I would provide to people, and still is, even though my yoga therapy is probably a little bit more oriented towards the mind now than just the body. But of course, lifestyle is all very important, particularly mitahara, which is a term we use in Sanskrit, which describes the dietary side of lifestyle. This is my first experience of Naturell, and I'm extremely impressed by what I've seen about these bars. Prior to getting involved in yoga, and in fact, whilst I was still training as a yoga teacher, I was involved as a nutritionist and involved in food sciences, helping to design nutritional products in Australia. So I'm very familiar with the production of health bars and the types of ingredients that can be used. And one of the great things about these Naturell bars is, first of all, it's very genuine about having what we might call healthy ingredients. It is genuinely low in sugars and a very small amount of added sugar, mainly from natural fruits. But the fact that there's added ingredients, herbal ingredients, at a reasonable and meaningful level, rather than just a perfunctory level. The use of fructooligosaccharides as the fundamental base for the product is a great move. Not only is it a base that helps to bind the product together, it's a high fibre product, and can also act as a prebiotic and helps facilitate the bifidus bacteria in the bowel.
What do you think on a bigger macro level, Naturell's goal of nourishing body, mind and soul, and how it blends with yoga, Ayurveda and the nature?
Well, it's vital, and as I said before, mitahara is a vital part of one of the viharas of yoga lifestyle, and in order to do that, one has to have a good relationship with food, understand how food is in relationship with our planet, so that they all go together. I don't think you can separate these things out. What we eat is going to create our moods as well as our physical body, and vice versa. If we have a good relationship with our body and our mind, we're going to select good foods. So I applaud Naturell for this almost like a social, communal attitude towards nutrition, that it's not just a product, happens to be a great product, but it's not just that. It's about, let's get involved with the community of people looking after themselves, looking after the planet, and trying to tie together nutritional aspects of yoga as a therapy, which have always been there, but have probably been forgotten in more recent times. What I've experienced in many years in yoga therapy and as a counsellor and yoga teacher is that there often needs to be a trigger to help people change their attitude and change their habits. Sometimes it's the nutritional side. If somebody knows they're doing something meaningful nutritionally, they'll start changing other habits. For other people, they need to get out and exercise, then they'll start changing other habits. Others need to sit down, meditate, then they'll start changing other habits. So it doesn't matter where you start, but it's great if you can have all those components combined together. So it's good that a product like Naturell is recognising itself as being part of the total mix of well-being. And of course, it's societal well-being, communal well-being. A lot of our problems in this world are not just to do with the fact that we're living in what people often call a plastic society, too many physical plastics, but also living in a superficial way often, that we're missing the communal connection that is actually one of the great strengths of Eastern culture. One of my great esteemed yoga teachers, A.G. Mohan, whose son Ganesh is at this conference, has always said one of the great deficits of the community in the West is that we are missing that natural community. And I think this seems to be, from what I've discussed with you guys, is that one of the goals of Naturell is to help recreate community, and that the product is just the tip of the iceberg, or the phalanx, to try and get into this societal change of developing greater community and having that as part of good yoga therapy. So my advice would be that an organisation like Naturell, which is new, small, still growing, though it's done things very, very clearly, cleverly and in an organised way, is to start educating people about this idea that nutrition doesn't stand alone. It's part of lifestyle. And that when we sit and eat food, particularly a good quality supplemental product like these bars, is to recognise that we are actually doing something holistic when we eat these products, and to to eat mindfully, to act mindfully, live mindfully, so that Naturell can be part of a broader discussion about a more balanced way of living. Yes, my name's Leigh Blashki, and I'm now living the Naturell way.